right, Turbine Guy at the 2019 Minnesota State Fair. I got a few things I want to show you, so let's go. Ready? All right, well, we ventured up to Machinery Hill in the back corner of the fairgrounds, and that's where the Eco Experience is. And there's all kinds of renewable and sustainable options in there, and such as we can see a hybrid light pole sitting out there staying in solar, and I think we should go in and take a look at what I think is important for you to see. As I walk into the Eco Experience building here, the first thing that hits me is the Eco Garage. And that's right up my alley, garage and Eco. So I'm gonna head in and see what the Eco Garage is all about. All right, well, here we are at the Eco Garage, and I'm talking to Owen.
How's it going?
Nice to meet you. My name's Jay. You call me the Turbine Guy. And I'm here to see what kind of options, because being in the Eco Garage, I gotta figure you've got a lot of eco options that are battery and electric friendly as opposed to gas and oil friendly.
Exactly. So getting away from gas engines that are going to pollute on the local level, we have all kinds of options, a lot of battery stuff. So you've got, mowers that
Go ahead, fire it up
are quite quiet compared to a gasoline.
Now you can barely hear that.
So you can do some stealth mowing at night, put a headlamp on or something.
Or, I've got one of these at home and I can talk on the phone while I'm mowing. No way you can do that with the gas lawnmower.
So now you're multitasking.
Exactly. So what other options do we have?
So the thing is, you can get into the families of batteries. So if you're going on a Ryobi system, you can start changing those batteries out between your blowers. We don't have the batteries on in these ones for safety reasons.
Sure.
But you can start changing. So you've got your leaf blowers, you've got chainsaws, you've got hedge trimmers, you've got
Weed whip?
You've got weed whips, and they have some different attachments that you can put on for edging your sidewalks and things like that.
Now how about come in the garage?
Now,
here's the one I love. You actually got snow blowers that are battery powered.
Yeah, so then we're in Minnesota, so half the year we've got snow.
Yes.
So there's all kinds of options for blowing snow. I believe these are actually called snow throwers.
Yeah.
Because they don't have that extra oomph to get your snow over a high wall or something, but they do a pretty good job from the people I've been talking to that own these.
Well, now what I found with most of these is how lightweight they are compared to things with gas. You got a gas engine, you got the gas, the oil and all that, you got a lot more weight involved, but these are a lot lighter and easier to push around, aren't they?
As far as
Yes, they are. There you go.
Certainly are.
Yes, they are. I can tell you that because I got the lawnmower. Anything else here you want to point out?
We've also got hand tools. So the good old-fashioned stuff. You can rake, and you might not need to invest in a gym membership then, right? So
now, what's that thing with the scoop on it? I don't recognize that.
Yeah, that's what we call a shovel.
A shovel.
Yeah, shovel. It works really well. You can put the snow exactly where you want it.
Now, I'm just kidding, folks, because I'm all too intimately familiar with the shovel, being from Minnesota. Now, it looks like we got some electric bikes here, too.
Yeah, so electric bikes are becoming lighter, longer range, cheaper as the years go on, more popular.
How much does something like this cost? 1,000?
So I believe this bike is around the $2,400, this particular model. There are some models, some brands that go under that $1,000 mark. I think Rad Bikes is one of them. So there's other options out there.
Right.
Some of the fancier models, yeah, they'll be up closer to the $5,000 range.
So you can always buy expensive stuff. It's about getting quality stuff cheap in the renewable energy industry. That's the key. Great. Well, we got all kinds of options we saw here. And the nice part is, for anybody, you can pick and match and pick some of these options and put them in your garage and start your own green energy lifestyle. All right, well, here I am at the bioplastic booth, right up there. And the reason I wanted to come here, because this is really important in the sustainable game future. How do we develop plastics that biodegrade like other things? That's what we're talking about, is biodegradable, compostable plastics that turn into dirt and stuff like paper, okay? You know, single use, that kind of thing. And that's what we're gonna talk about, is bioplastics that are made from starches and sugars and biopolymers, as opposed just to petroleum based. So let's go on over here and talk to the expert, and let's see what he's got to say. All right, well, here we are up talking to the expert, right, Joe? Hopefully expert. Yep, here's our expert. And what we're talking about, like I said, is bioplastics. Now, we got all kinds of things on separating plastics and where things go, but I'm not so interested in that. Okay. I'm actually interested in the theory of bioplastics and what it's going to do to help our society.
Okay.
So go ahead, clue me in. What are bioplastics?
So bioplastics are plastics that are made out of plant-based materials. So we get our monomers, which is the building block of any type of plastic, which comes from corn. Our monomer is polylactic acid, PLA. We turn that into a plastic with decent material properties. That's an area of active research at the University of Minnesota, is improving those the material properties of these plastics. These can be processed in an industrial compost facility where special bacteria eats it up and turns it back into innocuous material that can be put back into the environment. So ultimately it replaces materials that are traditionally made out of petroleum-based products, so an unrenewable resource. And petroleum-based plastics can usually only be recycled once into something that is sustainably sourced and can be recycled into completely innocuous material.
So what you're basically saying is, we got our plastics, we can recycle this and make something that's actually decomposable or compostable, that you can put it in there and it's going to end up going away. Now, from what I understand, the molecule chains in these are much longer than the molecule chains in these, and that's part of why these decompose so well.
So the rate of decomposition is more based on the bonds themselves than based on the length. So the bonds in these are typically polyester bonds, which might be too much information, but bacteria can break those down a lot more easily than they can these. These are usually made out of things like polystyrene, polypropylene, more hydrocarbon-based material, where this has more organic molecules in it, which can be broken down by organic things such as bacteria.
Yeah, and of course organic things want to eat organic things, and that's the whole goal of bioplastic, is to drive it from this to something like this, where it's a sustainable thing that doesn't end up in a landfill or whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
Great.
That's the goal.
All right?
All right.
So there's bioplastics in a nutshell, folks. Right, here we are at my favorite booth, the wind booth. And the nice thing about this booth is not only do we have kids activities that pertain to wind so they can help learn a little bit, but we've got a lot of real life examples about different people have done different things. You know, and we can not only examine some of these examples, we get to come in and see how wind works, wind maps and all that. Now, the nice thing is Windustry has been doing this booth for a number of years. It's a non-profit that's been supportive of small wind energy. And what they found out this year is most important to support is the high-bound wind turbine, which is supported by Go Green Energy and ProLight Tech. Now, this wind turbine is the first vertical axis wind turbine certified in the U.S. But not only the U.S., the world. It's got the Japanese NK certification, it's got Taiwanese, and it's got some others. And this is the next step in the next phase of where micro wind power is going. It's going to a place where the individual person can empower themselves not only with solar, but with wind in order to move forward in the environment. As I said, come on in to the Eco Experience, and as you look through the other things we've talked about, end up back here at the wind power area. And come on and take a look. Come on and take a look at what we have to offer